Okay, my friends, welcome to the general reading for June 11th through 17th. Before we get started, I want to let you all know I am doing a free little giveaway, giving away a nice little prize here. It's a cute little velvet pouch, an amethyst crystal, which is great for psychic development, psychic protection, healing, sobriety. It's a very powerful stone. And if you haven't guessed by now, I do love amethyst. It's in my name. A sodalite crystal, which is really great for helping with being self-assured, not so much needing the direction and the approval and the advice of others constantly, being able to trust in yourself. A beautiful Palo Santo stick for smudging, and of course a feather for smudging, because you can't smudge without a feather. You could use a paper plate, but it's not as fancy. It doesn't feel as magical. So if you're not already on my Amethyst Angelite Facebook and Instagram pages, do check those out, because those are going to help you be able to enter into the little drawing and the giveaway, and you'll be able to see the daily card. Every single day I pull a card for the page. But this is going to be for the week ahead, and you're going to choose the deck that you're drawn to. I decided to do this instead of doing it by zodiac sign, because not all Sagittarius or Scorpio or what have you, Virgo, are going through the same thing at the same time. So I thought maybe by going by energy, that might help people have a more accurate reading. So we have the deck 1 here, Spirit Guide Animal Messages. Deck 2, Archangel Tarot, and Deck 3, Vintage Wisdom Oracle. So I'll put a timestamp in the description so you'll know which deck starts when, so that you don't have to watch the whole entire video. I know y'all are busy. You can watch the whole video if you want. But we're going to start with the first one here, the Spirit Animal Messages. And we're going to ask that accurate truth come in, divine guidance come in, for the week ahead, June 11th through 17th. We're looking and asking for a card for Monday and Tuesday. And sometimes the cards take a minute to pop up, so you'll have to forgive me if that happens. Here's our Monday, Tuesday. Now we're asking for Wednesday, Thursday. Here we are. Wednesday, Thursday popped up pretty quick. And a card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our weekend. Now, Monday, Tuesday took a while to pop up, and usually in my readings when that happens, that's telling me there's kind of a lot going on, and it's hard to maybe narrow it down by just one card. So I will intuitively see what's coming in or what I'm hearing for all of you too for Monday, Tuesday. So Monday, Tuesday, you have the Condor. You're too enmeshed in this situation. So yeah, it's a complicated situation. There you go. So step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. So sometimes I think that the best way, the simplest way to explain this, because it sounds kind of complicated, is I tell people, whatever the situation is that you're going through, step back for a minute and imagine that a friend was coming to you with the same exact problem. Whether it's a relationship situation or a work situation, your friend is telling you, here's what I'm going through. What advice would you give the friend? When it's happening to us, it's really easy to say that people are doing things on purpose, or that everyone's out to get us, or that we're messing everything up and everything is our fault. But we wouldn't say that to our friend. We wouldn't say, oh, everybody's trying to destroy you and you can't do anything right. And you wouldn't say that to a friend. So sometimes being able to remove the fear and the emotion that we're feeling around the situation, we're able to think more clearly. And we're able to give really good advice to others, but not always to ourselves. So try that approach. Imagine that a friend is coming up to you with whatever it is you're going through. What advice would you give them? Right? There's probably a lot of factors here that need to be considered. For Wednesday, Thursday, you have the Wolverine. So this is saying whatever you're confused about, once you kind of have an idea of how you're going to proceed, it might be scary. It might be pushing you out of your comfort zone, but Wolverine is saying you're a lot tougher than you think you are. Wolverine's not a really big animal, but it's able to fend for itself. It's able to do well with what it has. It has its natural abilities, its natural protections here with its claws. You have your natural protection too. You may not have claws, physical claws, but you do have your defense mechanisms. You do have your intelligence. You do have your strategy abilities, and you're going to get through this. What's popping out to me about the card is the green. My guides are telling me to look at the green and drawing my attention to the green. And green is something I associate with Archangel Raphael and with healing. So what's making this situation so difficult is it's hitting a nerve. It's hitting a nerve maybe from childhood. It's hitting a nerve from experiences you've had in your life. And it's very hard not to take personal, but you're having the experience to help release and to have an opportunity to stand up for yourself or to deal with the situation in a way where you're not losing it, where you're not going nuts, where you're not having this explosive emotional response. And on the other hand, you're not shriveling up and staying in the corner and letting people trample all over you either. You're having an opportunity to respond in a way to where you're walking away from this feeling like you've conquered it, like you've accomplished it, like you've passed that trial, that test. So you're going to get through it. That's what this is wanting you to know. Let's look at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, our stay-home days. Platypus. Stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. This could sound kind of rough. I'm not trying to say y'all are complainers or whiners or anything like that. Another way maybe toward this would be that sometimes it's very easy to focus on what's not working for us or how hard this situation is and how unfair it might feel that you're going through this. I think of platypus as a playful animal. So to me, this is saying when the weekend comes around, try to leave whatever's happening at work, or try to leave whatever's happening that's upsetting you behind, and try to take some time and have some fun. Go play in the water or do something that's playful for you or fun for you, cleansing for you, refreshing for you. Focus on what you do have, focus on what is working for you, and then just go ahead and go from there and try to focus on that. Where we have our attention, we magnify that aspect of our life more so. So that's your reading for June 11th through 17th for those of you that were guided to the animal deck. And I hope that helps. You'll have to let me know in the comments later if that came to fruition for you or if any of that resonates with you. So we'll move on now to the Archangel Tarot. So Archangel Tarot, here we have the deck by Doreen Virtue, which yes, I do know that she's kind of renounced this stuff, but these are all really great cards and I still love to use them. So we're going to go ahead and ask for a card for Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, what message do our angels have for us for Monday and Tuesday? We're going to ask for a card for Wednesday, Thursday. Wow, that came out pretty quick and pretty directly. And a card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What message for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? There we are. So let's take a look here for Monday and Tuesday, what we have coming up. Ooh, Two of Earth. I know this card well. Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. So a lot of the times when this card comes up in my readings, I see it comes up for people that maybe at some point you had taken on a career path or a life path that you felt really passionate about. And you felt like maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And now it's not feeling fun anymore. It could be because you're pushing yourself too hard. It could be because you're putting very unrealistic expectations on yourself to succeed, or what your idea of success is. And this is saying that if you take that aggressive approach off of yourself and allow yourself to be present in the moment, allow yourself to enjoy what it is that you're doing, then in that way you're going to be more successful. It's not going to feel as challenging, and you're not going to feel as stressed out. So an example of that would be is, say you're somebody who does customer service for a living, right? And you have this pressure because your boss is on your back that you've got to make this crazy sales goal or whatever. If you take the numbers out of your head and you stop looking at each person as, I got to sell, $50 worth of stuff to this person, and I got to talk to, 10 people today or whatever, and I've got to sell them each $50, and you have that pressure on you. it's not going to happen. You're holding on too tightly. You're chasing too tightly. And a lot of people might be put off. But if your approach was, how can I connect with this person? How can I have a conversation with this person? How can I help this person figure out what they need, give them what they need, meet that need? And if you take it more as like a one-on-one approach and just kind of more casual, you're going to find that you're probably going to surpass that sales goal. You're probably going to beat the goal your boss gave you, and you're not stressed out. You're just taking it person by person, situation by situation. And that's just an example. I know that this might not be for work for all of you. This could even be in your personal relationships, you know. You might have a partner, like in your love life, you're not happy with the way things are going. But if you're constantly saying, we need to talk, we need to talk, we need to talk, your partner's going to be running away. But if you're trying to, you know, do things that are fun, do things that are going to bond the both of you together, then you're going to find that these things kind of work themselves out more naturally without you having to try to sit down and analyze and plan and get logistics for everything. So just try to get a little more of a playful approach. What we have here for Wednesday and Thursday, unity, Archangel Sandalphon. So traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seeking out mentors, and like-minded friends. Now, what I want to point out about this card is this is a major arcana card. So this has to do with a life transition, a life purpose, a crossroads. So as you're feeling stressed out here, you might be wanting support. You might be wanting to find your tribe, so to speak, or the people who are like you, or the people who think like you. And Sandalphon is also the deliverer of prayers. So this is confirmation for you that that desire in your heart is being heard. Whether you're traditionally praying for it or wishing for it, it's being heard, it's being brought to you. He is also the angel of music. So maybe listening to some music is going to be helpful or soothing in a situation. But basically, you're being guided to seek out your spiritual path, whatever that might be. For some of you, it may be going to traditional church. For some of you, it might be finding a spiritual living center. For some of you, it may be doing yoga. It may be dance. It may be art. It could be many different things that you connect with spiritually. For some of you, it could be hiking and going out in nature and finding a hiking group. But you're, Wednesday, Thursday, you're being encouraged to begin thinking of ways that you can reach out and embrace your group of people, or find your group of people, your support, people who think like you, who feel like you. And that's going to be helping you as you're moving forward. So now what we have here for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so maybe this makes sense to me. Here you're feeling stuck. Like you're really stressed out. Here you're wishing for a place where you belong and like being fulfilled spiritually. And then deciding that you need to do this. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you might be feeling really overwhelmed. You feel like, I'm stuck, I'm trapped here. I would find my group, but I can't because there's nobody that thinks like me around here. Or I have no time to do things outside of my responsibilities. Or I don't have a car, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. And we begin to convince ourselves of why this can never happen. Why we're stuck, why we're trapped. This is letting you know that this is an illusion. This being trapped, it's an illusion of being trapped. It's a lack of self-confidence. It's being afraid to take action. There are lots of different ways that you can do this. Maybe you really, are in a bind. Maybe you don't have a car and there's no public transportation where you are, or you're confined to your home, or you have physical limitations. There's a lot of ways you can connect with other people. You can connect with people who are like-minded online on the internet. I mean, you found this reading through the internet. So there's solutions to everything. If you're feeling stuck, what I encourage you to do over the weekend, or when this feeling comes up, is to just try to release it and tell yourself there's a solution for everything. And then maybe ask God or your angels or your higher power, guardian angels, whoever you're comfortable with, to come in and to help you see the solution. Help me to think creatively. Help me to be open-minded. Help me to come up to creative ways to solve this feeling of stuck, or to get out of this rut. And I guarantee you, solutions will come to you. So that concludes the reading for those of you who chose this deck. I hope that was helpful for you. And we're going to move on to the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. So here's the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. And I'm knocking on it to clear the energy. We're going to ask for a card for Monday, Tuesday. Here we are, Monday, Tuesday. We're going to ask a card for Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday. Here we are. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our weekend. There we are. So let's see here what we have here. All right, we're going to move Archangel Gabriel over for a second here. Sorry, Gabriel. Alrighty, so for Monday, Tuesday, what is our card for Monday, Tuesday? Harmony. I like this card for a lot of different reasons. Yes, there's the association of music and beauty and art and connecting with those things. So this might be a good time for you to find a release or a soothing in those areas. But for me, this is also about balance. You've got the 4 pillars. You've got that stability there. You've got the beautiful pattern here, the lattice behind. So it's basically order, structure, things that are bringing in stability. And it's about finding things that make you feel stable, that bring in that reassurance or that safety net for you. So, you know, it's very difficult to accomplish our goals if we are procrastinating or if we're in a fear-based mindset, right? You might be feeling overwhelmed. Maybe take a step back and do some research. Once you have research under your belt, you're not going to feel as stressed out or as afraid to move forward. You're going to have a pretty good idea of what you need to do, and it's going to be easier to do that. You're in harmony. You're in harmony with your goals or your responsibilities or what needs to be done. You also need to take care of the whole person. So this again would go back to balancing your responsibilities for the week with your emotional needs, your creative needs, your spiritual needs. So again, that could be art, that could be music, that could be anything that indulges the senses. It could be romance, it could be, you know, going out for an early, you know, week date or whatever, what have you. But taking care of all of the aspects of you and not being in overdrive in just one area of your life. And then what we have here for Wednesday and Thursday. Ancestors. So then this is a card to me that maybe you are feeling like there's something really big here, right, that you're working towards. You're trying to get into harmony. You're trying to get into that sync, that divine flow. So your guardian angels or ancestors are maybe coming up around you to help you through this time. You might be having memories of family from childhood. Some of you who are more intuitive, maybe even having dreams, you know, with grandparents or great-grandparents or family who have passed on, coming into these dreams with messages for you. But you are being surrounded by a spiritual network right now that's trying to support you and guide you and helping you go through whatever it is you're going through to try to accomplish. And intuitively, what I'm hearing for a lot of you, what this is you are breaking a familial or family cycle of financial difficulty, or in some cases even poverty. So you're breaking through kind of like this inherited rut that maybe your family has experienced through generations. And so you're on the right path. You know, just maintain the harmony as you're moving forward. And your you know, loved ones who've passed on, your ancestors, your guides, are stepping up to help you heal this inherited family block. I guess I'll say block that maybe has been experienced through generations. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday change. Wow, does that tie in or what? We just talked about breaking that block that I was feeling inheritedly, and now we have change coming in. So you are making these changes. You are making these changes, and it's starting to feel like things are moving forward this weekend. So you may be receiving big news, or you may be seeing some kind of change within yourself, or in the way that others are treating you, or an opportunity is coming up, or you're making a decision to finally move forward on ideas that you have had. Now we see the wind here. You know, it's definitely like the wind of change, as the expression goes. So you basically do have that change coming in, and it might feel very powerful. You know, like she's here grabbing her covering here and trying to keep it on her. So it might feel rushed. It might feel very quick, I guess is what I want to say. It might be very fast moving energy. You might feel like, man, like I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't think it was going to happen so fast. And now here it is coming in very quickly for you. So it's going to be a good thing. I mean, it's leading to positive, but it can feel very fast moving. It can feel a little bit overwhelming. But, you know, like this leaf here, the leaves here are off this tree pretty much for the most part. It's kind of like whatever you were going to get from where you are now, it's done. It's done. That season is over. It's time to move on to somewhere where things are going to be a little more fruitful for you. You have the owl here, and I know that the owl in many cultures can be a scary omen, especially in the Latin culture. But really what it is the origin of how even the scary beliefs came, I think, got twisted. Really what the owl is a symbol of is that there's messages coming for you from your ancestors, or from your loved ones on the other side, which really ties in with this, right? So this isn't a symbol of death. I wouldn't even say it's a symbol of symbolic death even. I would just say it's confirming here that there are messages coming in for you, that you are being guided, that you are being helped in going into this journey. You know, I just see this as somebody going out onto a journey with not a whole lot. I mean, there's no suitcase, there's no luggage, just like kind of going for this walk in this wind and seeing where it takes her, seeing where it carries her. And it may feel that way to you, but in some ways it's good, because anything that you had, or anything that she would have had, would have been that old energy. And that old energy hasn't served her well. And now it's time to be in a more fruitful, more abundant, plain, more abundant path. And she will begin gathering things with that new energy along the way on that journey. So that's exciting. That's a powerful reading. And I'm excited for those of you who ended up choosing this deck. And that's it. That concludes our card reading. Y'all have to comment and let me know how you feel about this. If you like the choose a card deck, if you like just one flat general reading, or if you want me to do them by zodiac sign. I know some people are really into that as well. But thank you for tuning in. Again, this is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, the Archangel Tarot, and the Spirit Guide Animal Messages deck. And I will do this again next week. Hopefully you'll tune in. Don't forget about the giveaway. Follow and like on Amethyst Angelite, and feel free to contact me for a private reading as well. Thanks.